So how exactly does Backlink Cafe work for website owners and blog owners? So in this video, I'm gonna answer exactly that, and I'm gonna do that with an example of our WordPress plugin, because I think that's kind of the easiest way to understand it, and that's where it's kind of the most automated way of working with it, the easiest way. Not everything's automated on purpose. There are certain parts that are we ensure that you have full control of, which is mainly specifying which links go live, which content gets updated. That we are not automated at the moment. This is something you have full control over. You can accept and reject, which is what I will explain in this video. All right, so assuming you watched another video about how to install our WordPress extension, our WordPress plugin, so I'm not going to go through that. Feel free to watch that other video, but I'll just dive straight in explaining how it works. Okay, so once you install the plugin and it's activated and we approved your website for monetization, you will see something like this, where like a list of offers, and you have a settings tab. In settings, you want to set your link insertion price. You want to set price for guest post, which is coming soon, and make sure that the domain name is actually matching your actual domain name of your website. And also, do not forget to set up payout methods. Okay. So the important part, once you start receiving offers, before you even start receiving offers, what happens in the background is that we analyze your website and we kind of index all of your content on the website and look for linking opportunities and guest post opportunities on your site. Once a backlink order comes into Backlink Cafe from a link builder or from someone who wants to promote their website, we will start matching it with all the partner websites that are in our network that have verified their domain name ownership or installed the WordPress plugin. Okay, so here you will see a few orders. So this one is already being indexed and placed. And this one is not yet accepted, right? We did not modify any content here. Let's just like dive in and read through exactly what's happening here. So it's an offer, link to this page with anchor text link to be placed on your page. And this is the link to your website. By the way, interestingly enough, most of the UI components, you can hover over them with your mouse and it will show a little bit of a title explaining what actually that is. So it's available. Anyway, so let's preview what this page looks like. We have a page on our website. This is our kind of hosted WordPress. It exists on our blog as well. So it's a real blog post. It's the same thing, right? And here we see kind of existing links and different content, right? So someone's requesting a link to this page with this anchor text. So what Backlink Cafe plugin and our system did in the background is we found that on your website, among all the content that you have, there is a content that includes a link word, which is what was requested by the buyer, by the link builder. So we identified this post, and the link builder kind of was explicitly suggested that they're interested in your domain and in this page that you have content on. And here we can like either accept or reject. So if you reject, please provide a reason why you're rejecting. We're still kind of like trying to understand what could be the reasons for someone to reject an offer. Let's say in this example, we will accept it. So right now, if I go to this page and look at the source code, there is no references to this URL, right? It's not anywhere in the HTML of the page. We just cannot find it, right? But we do have quite a few links being mentioned in the page, right? Okay, so let's say I'm accepting it. Accepted. It's loading, and eventually after time, link is placed, and we're waiting for Google to index it. One thing that you can do to speed up the process is you want to go to Webmaster Tools, Webmaster Web Search Console by Google, and resubmit this page for indexing by Google. So that will accelerate the process and will pay out the funds to you within 7 to 15 days. We're still working on that. time frame, and we're trying to minimize it to as few days as possible. But the older your domain name and the longer you've been using Backlink Cafe, kind of the higher the trust in your domain, and probably will have a fewer days before we release the funds over to you. And again, we're experimenting with that time frame, so please feel free to share your comments below and your thoughts on what's the most optimal number of days. Okay, so we placed the link, and let's see what exactly happened to our page. Here, if this is a previous page, let's refresh it. Okay, so basically our plugin found a linking opportunity, which is this word, link content, because it's like a standalone word. We try not to link to kind of words or anchor text that is part of a larger word. So, the backlink contains the word link. We're skipping this, and instead we're linking to this standalone word, or it's either space separated or separated by special characters like a semicolon or slash or dash. Okay, and if I hover over it, I'll see in the bottom left, it's actually linking to the target link address right here. If I open the source code, let's refresh, we will see that, there we go. So link, anchor text, and the actual target URL that the buyer requested. Please make sure not to edit this manually and not to remove or add any additional tags, because our indexer and our crawler will verify, and if the source code differs significantly, if it's like a no-follow especially, we will not be able to forward you the funds. It will be disputed. So yeah, you want to make sure not to experiment too much with this. So here it's indexing, and once our crawlers within a few days verified that the link is actually placed and that the Google indexed it's in Google Index, which is the most important part, that's when we will start a countdown and pay out you the funds to one of these addresses. So hopefully this explains a lot, and make sure if you have any questions, comment down below. If you have comments or concerns, just write them down below in this video or email it to us to info or support@backlink.cafe. What else? Yeah, follow us on Twitter. We have a Twitter presence. It's Backlink Cafe. Let's see. There is a link to Twitter in a footer here. Backlink_cafe. So you can check out here, follow us, and watch out for new updates and news. This is all standalone. You also have a standalone version, which works separate, similarly, but without installing a plugin. If you're not comfortable installing the plugin, you can start with standalone version and then switch over to a plugin. But standalone version, you will have to do all these modifications to the source, to your pages yourself, which also works when you're not on WordPress. If you have a custom CMS or some site that does not have a CMS at all, you can still use Backlink Cafe, and you can basically leverage it, get paid for your content, for your traffic, for the guest posts and links that you insert. This is all. Speak to you soon. See you in the comment section.